Hello and welcome back to Casual Mondays. I'm your host tonight, Bobby Pease. Joining me as always, the gamer on the go, driving this shit show tonight, Chase Kinnicky. Chase?
We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We've got a lot of overlapping technology.
This is being held together by nothing great.
Yeah.
Silent Canadian, welcome back to the show. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Hey there.
You didn't get to meet Chase last time. That's Chase, and we're using.
Hey, did.
Well, he didn't see you. He just saw my big ass getting crushed by you.
Okay, let's work on our phrasing here.
Phrasing, yes, we were not doing phrasing. Yeah, we got Chase Cam up tonight, and welcome back, Jiggy. I got it right this time. I got it right.
You did, well. Yeah, so you know how in Fights in Tight Spaces, I basically was just backseat driving the video game, and was probably really annoying to everybody. I decided, what if I just drove the bus?
Yeah.
What if I just did this, and then you can backseat game? So I think that's what we're going to try doing.
Yeah, I think that, as we mentioned during the Wreckfest stream on Friday, this is kind of new territory for us, and with us trying to figure out how to make this work remotely and all that shit, so we've got some stuff going right now. I think this is gonna work out really well. Can you move the mouse around and see if we can fire into this?
Yeah, the mouse is tiny for me. I don't know what that's
I don't know if
about.
we can make the mouse bigger. What happens if you go to a new game?
It was bigger before, but
is it small again? Here, hang on. Let me click on the screen and see. Does that do it?
No, still seems same size.
Oh, dang it.
That's all right.
Yeah,
it's not the worst.
I'm running everything over here. Oh, hey, Jiggy, this is for you. I was hoping you'd show up. I just got this in the mail today, but check out my sweet new shirt. Oh shit! I banged my knee. More like the amateur hour. Am I right?
Okay, I can turn up the sensitivity, and that feels a little bit better.
Okay,
we'll be all right.
So Chase is actually controlling my computer remotely right now, and he's driving this running off of my game. So we're gonna be hanging out, playing some Into the Breach. Yeah, Johnny, this is Dr. Vateman, by the way, is the other host of the show. We've got Parsec going.
Actually, you know what?
Uh-oh. Is it gonna be better, Johnny? Hell yeah.
Better, Johnny. That makes sense. Yeah, so here's the deal. We'll bump this up to normal. I have played this not to completion on Steam, because then it came out for Mac, it came out for Switch, I mean. I was playing a little bit on my Mac, and then it came out for Switch, so I jumped over to the Switch version and played a lot of it there. So I'm probably not going to remember a ton of the controls for this, but then we came back to you, and you had played some of it, but you didn't have a lot of stuff unlocked. Mm-hmm. So we went and did a little cheating, just so we've got all the squads that we can use.
Chase, it's called I hacked it. I was Hacker Man.
Yes, that's right. That's right. You real swordfish going on over here. So part of me wants to say, hey, Bobby, just pick whichever squad you want. The other part of me goes like, I'm only really good with 3 squads. I'm only really comfortable with 3 squads.
Yeah, if I remember, you guys told me the one that I played the most with on my Switch was the Rusting Hulks.
Yes, I really like the Rusting Hulks, and I'm also a big fan of the Flame Behemoths.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we're going to start with the Flame Behemoths, just because they're really fun. And we'll see if we can get some of these achievements while we go, just to have some fun. We're playing on normal. I'm happy with this time traveler. I think we're good. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change him to our swap mech, because I think that'll be more useful for us. And let's get started. Bobby, you ready to go?
Yeah. Can you just do a quick pitch of what this game is?
Sure.
There's an Canadian saying here in chat that I'm kind of new to. This is kind of new to me, as I don't own or anything like a PC. Not hating, just was never my thing. So what exactly are we going to be doing tonight?
This is a turn-based strategy game, as a lot of Fights in Tight Spaces and other Monday night shows that we've done for our casual Monday streams, we're doing a lot more of these kind of turn-based, run-based kind of games, and this is another one of those. I would say this might be the best one of those. This is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, you're a huge fan of that.
I'm a huge fan. I loved FTL. This is from Subset Games, the makers of FTL. That game was a little bit more like Oregon Trail. This one is a little bit more chess-like. You need the...
I switch it over to the big screen since we're going to be playing. I didn't program my Stream Deck with these new hot off the press overlays.
Fair enough. I think these overlays should be fine. There might be some stuff in the corners that we'll have to tell people, but I think we'll be good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, it's a turn-based strategy game. We are these mechs. We're going and trying to kill all these kind of kaiju bugs that are devastating the world, or at least these islands, and we need to kill them. And then once we're done with this timeline, we zap to another timeline, and that's kind of how the loop goes. Like, you play one, and then that's why it's kind of a roguelike. And you get to keep one of your time travelers, your pilot, like this guy, Better Johnny, and you get to use him for the next run. So there's not permanence, but there is some bonuses you can get from run to run, and I think that's just really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff in this game. Anyway, awesome. All the mechs, you only get 3 mechs. All the mechs do pretty different things. Their different squads do much different things. They kind of have different themes that go along with them. The flame behemoths are, weirdly enough, about setting things on fire. And one of our cool bonuses is this passive that means all of our mechs are immune to fire, so we can just kind of throw fire willy-nilly and have some fun. Let's get started. Let's play some games.
Yeah, and if this all falls apart with technology, just stay in chat. We'll fire it back up as quickly as we can.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Chase, is the driver's seat warm? Do you like it? Is it hot?
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the driver's seat. So we've got this power grid here at the top, and that is we need to keep that up. It's okay if we lose mechs, because we'll get them back. We lose pilots, and that's okay because then the mechs can drive themselves. But we need to keep this power grid up, which means protecting the cities and some other objectives that go on in the game. So we start on this island first, and you can do 2 islands, you can do 3, or you can do all 4, and there'll be a little volcano that shows up here eventually that will help us get to the end of the game. Anyway, let's jump into the first.
Have you completed the game?
Man, I couldn't count. Probably maybe like 30, 40 times. Like, none of these runs are... Absolutely. It should have been our game of the year, but some Philistines said they didn't play enough of it or didn't like it.
That year?
No, I think that was further back than that.
Okay.
Anyway, let's jump in. We can pick what we want to do. Let's pick this one because it's got that warning air support. I can show off some more stuff there. So we got our 3 mechs. We can pick where to place them, and then we've got some enemies that we can deal with here. Let's put our big guy here. I like our artillery guy always in the back so he can kind of take care of everything. And then our swapper, let's put him on that side just in case we need something there. And this will make more sense as we go through. So you can't see because it's covered up by my face, and that's all right. But this says victory in 5 turns, so we've got 5 turns we need to deal with. And then we also have bonus objectives for each map. The bonus objectives for this one are end with less than 4 mech damage. So I can take damage, but I can then heal myself if I need to. I just need to have less than 4 damage at the end of this thing. And I need to protect this coal plant right here and make sure they don't destroy things. So air support. You see these yellow tiles here, and in the bottom right you can see airstrike bombs are dropped here. They'll instantly kill any unit, which means we don't need to worry about this guy at all. He's going to die. I don't...
That's
how do I see the...
a great lineup.
Yeah, it's quite useful. I don't see how I can check the turn order. Oh, attack order. Here we go. So I can hover over that, and now you can see who's going to move when. So the very first thing that would happen would be any fire damage we put out, and we're going to do some fire damage. Don't worry about that. The next thing that will happen in the turn order will be environment damage, like this airstrike. which is why we don't need to worry about that enemy that's on top of that. The other actions, you see how the enemy moves there. 2 is going to go first, then 3, then 4. And then enemies will emerge out of those 2 arrow areas you see on kind of in the bottom right corner. Again, some of this stuff is kind of covered up by me, by my face, but that's all right. Bobby's covering up some other stuff that is semi-important.
Here, I can turn off my... Sorry, I didn't mean to take that from you. I forgot you have it.
No, you're fine. I don't want you to have to mess around with stuff too much, but if you wanted to move both our faces down to like the middle of the screen, can you do that?
I can't. Our faces are going to be there for a while.
They're locked? Okay, that's fine.
I could go back to the other overlay.
I mean, give it a shot. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how chat thinks of it. Like if chat prefers one to the other, because there is a lot of information on screen. They do stuff with the screen real estate here.
This might work. I mean, I think the screen's decent enough. Chat, let us know.
Chat, are you okay with that? Would you rather it be big and have some stuff cut off, or would you rather see the whole screen but just a little small? Yeah? Okay. Let's go with this for this round and see how we feel.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. My pilot, Better Johnny, is in this swap mech over here, and he's got a special ability. You can see like this little armory shieldy symbol next to him. That means he can take a damage without it actually doing any damage. He can take 1. He can just soak up the damage. This guy, hang on. This guy, oh no. Oh god, these computers. These damn computers. This guy we see is going to do 1 damage to this building. He also has it wrapped up in webbing, which means we need to actually move him from that because he's kind of stuck on it. If he had that webbing around us, we couldn't move our character. So we need to take care of him. He's only going to do 1 damage. So I don't mind coming here to this tile where something's about to emerge. If we stand on this, you can see this red hand that's there. That means we'll block the Vec, they're called, the alien buggy enemies from burrowing out under the ground. We can stop them for this turn if we stand on here. Even better though, I'm going to use our power here, because this is the swap mech, and I'm going to swap with that enemy. So now he's going to attack me.
These mechs, and they're pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, they're really cool. So I swapped with this guy. He's going to just do 1 damage, but I can take 1 damage no problem. That's why you see a 0 there. And then he's going to take damage because this enemy Vec is going to burrow out from underneath at the end of next turn. And so he'll get a damage because something's trying to burrow out underneath him.
And Chase, you told me when we were playing our series with fights in tight spaces, like, anytime that we got the enemies to hurt each other was such a great thing, and that's all this game is.
Oh, that is 100%. There are the flame mechs. We're going to do a little bit more damage ourselves, but there are definitely squads that are all about moving the enemies to make them hurt each other. The Steel Judoka are the team that are good for that. What's this guy's name? Chloe. Sorry, I thought it said Chase, and I was like, that's very weird.
I gotta say, it's kind of nice to be in the passenger seat tonight. This is kind of nice.
Yeah. So our artillery can shoot in straight lines, but it has to be at least 2 spaces away. That's what artillery does. And our artillery damage here will set any tile that it attacks on fire, and then it also pushes enemies outside of that tile, or us. Like you can see, if I hit it right here, it would push my unit up into that Scion unit, is what this one's called. It would push him up, and we'd both take damage. That wouldn't be too bad, except this thing's going to die already because it's in the airstrike, so we don't need to do anything like that. But we can set this guy on fire right now, and I like that. So it doesn't do any damage to him yet, but fire damage will happen before the enemy's next turn, cool. And that'll just be 1 damage. And then what I can do is I can take my big guy, and Penny can move over here, and she can use her flamethrower which both pushes and sets enemies on fire, but if the enemy's already on fire, it does 2 extra damage. So I'm going to push this guy, do 2 damage to him, then only have 1 life left, and then the next turn, before he even gets to attack, he's going to die to the fire damage. So he'll be dead, the green Scion guy is going to be dead because the airstrike's happening, and then our other guy isn't going to do any damage to me, and he's going to get hurt a little bit from something burrowing up. And one more thing before we end this turn, this Scion right here has a passive bonus that he's giving to these other guys, and that because it's green, we know it gives them an extra health point, which is why these guys have, you can see a little 2 green hearts next to them. So they actually gain an extra health point just by having this guy alive. That'll go away as soon as he gets dead with the airstrike. So this guy actually only has 3 health. It's a lot of stuff. But we're gonna try doing this.
Can I ask
anyway,
a question?
Yeah.
So if there was another bug on the other side of that one, can you transfer that? Will it get the other bug on fire when you push a burning bug? No.
So if I pushed a burning bug into another bug, it would just do the damage for the collision, but it wouldn't actually set anything on fire.
Smurf says hello, and they love you.
Hello, Smurf. It's nice to see you. Let's end this turn and let's see what happens.
Smurf, Chase is actually steering the show tonight. We're using Parsec, and he is driving the stream via my computer remotely.
Yeah. So just like we said, everything worked out.
That's awesome.
Oh, this is going to be great. So look, I'm now wrapped up in this webbing, which means I can't move unless I pushed somebody. So I could use this mech, and I could move him over here and shoot that guy, or get him pushed by shooting this tile.
Yep.
But I'm not going to do that. This is the swap mech, so I'm just going to swap with this guy.
Ooh.
And not only did I set this guy on fire now, he's going to attack him, and he's going to attack him. Happy with that.
To see it.
You do love to see it. It's true. I think I'm going to make it even worse for these guys, and I'm going to set this mech on fire, but I'm immune to fire, so I don't care. But it pushed that tile, so he actually gets knocked into him, and they did damage to each other already. So that feels good.
Chase, I feel like I'm withholding some important information.
Yes?
Prior to us starting the stream tonight, I discovered that on HBO Max, they have the entire back catalog of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and so I started that over again from episode 1. And
that's a choice you can make.
I'm feeling real good about it.
All right. Well, we don't want to stand in here because that means death for us. So we can't get far enough to actually really do much. So we'll just put him here. We don't need to use his move at all. We'll just continue. We're happy with that. So he actually died to the fire damage. So he didn't get to do damage to his friend, and his friend doesn't do damage to anything because there wasn't anything there. Still, it works out. Got a lot of enemies here now. There's 5 of them, and there's only 3 of us. Okay, it's a little tougher. Let's see what happens. See what happens here. So this guy is going to attack our coal plant. We don't want that.
No.
We're going to need to do something to fix that. This guy is getting attacked, but we can move him and that'll be okay. This guy's already dead because he's standing in an airstrike. We need to take care of this guy because he's currently attacking one of our buildings, and we can't move our swap mech because he's getting stuck by this guy. I think what we want to do... is move Chloe here and use her fire and push skill so she can push... No, that's not what we want to do. I'm a liar. Don't worry about it. We want to bring her here and now I can push this guy down or up to the airstrike spot.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, good
And
call.
now we don't need to worry about him. So he's going to get airstriked before he even gets to do that.
And
So
Penny's
he's
the
fine.
big one, right?
Yes, Penny is in here in this big mech. We're going to move Penny down here and use her to push that guy off and set him on fire. And then we don't have to do anything with this because we're not going to take any damage from him. But if we swapped with him, he gets set on fire. So we might as well have that.
Well, isn't... oh, they don't do range. Sorry. I was like...
No, yeah, they're not going to go.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's not bad. It's not bad. We'll end the turn. We probably wanted to do a little bit more damage. We've got another Vec coming out here next turn. So we're still going to have to deal with four enemies next turn.
And so, Chase, I know that
okay.
you and I are playing this a bit more. You know, we're explaining a lot of the moves, or you're explaining a lot of the moves right now. When you've played this compared to other turn-based games, I feel like this game moves pretty quick.
It can. It is a very chess-like game, though, so you could definitely take your time and think out your moves perfectly, and
Right.
that can mean sometimes you're taking a long time. I was playing this a little bit before we jumped on the Switch just to kind of get my sea legs back, and I had a couple of moments where I was like, oh god, this is gonna take. I don't know what to do here, and I actually had to try a couple different things. And so far, we're on the first island. This is still the first mission. This is easy compared to some of the stuff we're going to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay, so he only has one life left, and he's on fire. So he's going to die next turn before he gets to attack. We don't need to worry about him. He's got 2, so we do need to worry about him. He's attacking us, so he's not attacking a building. All we have to do is move out of the way. Feel fine with that. And same with here. He's just going to attack this space, so as long as we move, we're okay.
Chat's saying, well, Jiggy's saying that they'd like for you to play a Total War game someday.
I would love to play a Total War game. The problem is I am a Mac gamer, which means I just don't have access to a lot of those.
We're working on it.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Yeah, it should be a good time.
Okay, let's see what we want to do here.
Canadian thinks that this has a Windows 98 vibe to it. I can see that for sure. It's got...
Yeah, sure.
They have a... So Mac actually switched away from Intel chips, and they have an M1 chip now, where they're using their own silicon for it.
Yeah, which means I can play even fewer games now.
Even fewer. It is like a zoomed-in SimCity. The developer has another game called FTL that we've talked about on the casual hour for sure. It's very cool. That's on iPad OS. You can play that on iPad, and I think it's on about.
Playing on iPad, you can play on Mac. You can play lots of places. I actually prefer to play that on PC. I think it just feels a little better than on the iPad. They did have to shrink some stuff on the iPad.
Yeah.
And I didn't love the way it played fine, but I prefer it on my laptop. We didn't need to do that. It was just for fun to put them in the fire. And we'll end this turn. You don't have to kill all the enemies. We just need to wait them out, and we get victory on this turn. Fire damage, a little bit of fire damage, and we're done. Airstrike goes, doesn't hit anything, he misses, and that's all there is. That's a perfect victory, folks.
Hey, chat, let's give it up for him. I love FTL on the iPad. That's where I first played it. I think it works so great on there.
I think it helps that that's the first place you played it. Like, you didn't have the baggage of having the full screen real estate like I did, and I think that made a big difference.
So we just
it's still a good game either way. Yeah, so we can pick our next area.
And these are the rewards you get for anybody who didn't hear that the first time. So beneath the name is the reward, or conditions, right? Objectives.
Yeah, we have these bonus objectives to get these stars. If we can spend our stars at the end of this island to get some upgrades for our team. And then the lightning bolts, like you see here, those will go up to our power grid if we collect those bonus objectives, and you can see the power grid up at the top. And the more you max that out, the better you got. Let's get some stars. Ooh, that's destroy the dam. Destroying the dam is really hard with the flame behemoths because they don't do much damage. So it's hard to actually damage the dam. We could do it really easy with a different team, but maybe not this. So let's do the Marshall District instead. And things are raining, but I don't think that affects our fire. So I feel okay about that. Let's just jump in.
Yeah, it's got a look to it for sure.
So this guy here, that guy there, and that guy there. I feel like that covers our bases.
What's your approach? Do you change it up based off of the enemy layout, or how do you decide when you lay out your mechs like that?
I always put my artillery in the back, and I like to have them with a big straight line that they can move to, so I can do as many tiles as possible. This mech flies, this swap mech over here, so I can put him in some different places. He can fly over these buildings. You can see he's got a lot of move,
yep.
And that's relatively useful. And then this guy, he's a walker. I kind of just want to put these two on either side so they can deal with threats on either side of this mountain range here that happens. Okay, we've got our time pod here. I'll explain time pods here in a second. We've got a couple of emerging Vec. One of our bonus objectives here is to block Vec from spawning 3 different times.
Shut that shit down, Chase. Shut them down.
That'll be well. That's our goal. We'll see, and we need to protect this power generator that nobody's near. So we feel okay about that. This guy's got us wrapped up, so we can't move. The question is, do we want to do anything about that to move him, or do we just want to attack him, which will also push him? We can figure that out in a second. Let's see what else we got. We do need to move this guy off because he's going to do some damage to that building. We don't want that. And we don't mind this guy. He's only attacking us and move around. That's a big deal. I think what we want to do is move Chloe back 1. Push. No. Forgot how to cancel stuff here. We also want to undo that move. We want to move him first. We don't want to be in that situation. I think what we might do is just move here so we can block this spawning Vec. And we'll be okay with that. I don't know if we'll even take the damage because we've got this armor. We might not take the damage at all, which would be really nice.
Yeah, that would be super helpful.
So let's put him here. And then let's push this guy with our fire. Now he's not going to damage us, and he's on fire. Those are good things. And then now that he's moved, we can push him, and nobody gets hurt. I think that's what we want.
I always leave that reminder on. I don't know why people turn that off. Like I don't ever screw up and not have somebody go.
No, I get it. I get it. Yeah. With the Switch, it's a little nicer because it's just a button press.
Yeah, totally.
So we did take that damage. It's only incoming actual damage that.
So what happens if you take another hit here with Better Johnny?
Then our pilot would die. Better Johnny would die, and we wouldn't be able to use this mech for the rest of this round, this level. But then we'd get an AI that would start controlling this mech for the next round. The AIs are fine. You can still just move them around and do whatever you do. But your pilots have extra bonuses, like the bonus we have on here to get the minus to the armor. We've got the -1 damage. So we'd like to keep that if we can.
Got it.
Okay, this isn't too bad. We are locked up here, but we can just swap with this guy, which is what we're going to do. And now he's going to take damage and get attacked, and that'll all be great. It's possible we should have swapped with this guy instead, so we could have set him on fire. We do have 1 reset we can use per level, once per battle. So we could change that if we wanted to, if we didn't feel like that was the best.
And that resets with each island, or each section you go into the island, right?
With each battle. Yeah, so I can use this once per battle if I felt like I screwed something up. I can take moves back, but I can't take attacks back. I need to reset turn to do that. But if I just move somebody, like if I moved him over here and went, oh, I don't want to do that, I can undo the move and it's fine. But if he attacks, then I've got to commit to that or reset the whole turn.
Got it.
So, and I don't want to touch him right now. So these two are fine. We'll decide later if we want to reset this turn and set a different guy on fire. We do need to move him. We don't care about moving him, but it'd be fine if we did. So let's move Chloe back. And let's push both of them. So now he's on fire, not hurting anything. He's not hurting anything. He's going to take some fire damage. And then that attack. So he's not actually going to finish blocking that damage, or he's not going to block that Vec, which means we're going to have 2 new Vec that come out of that.
One thing that we haven't mentioned, at least I don't think we have, is this game has some of the best tooltips, I think, bar none. Like, it does such a good job.
All of the information is in front of you. You can see, I'm on this guy, you can see Hornet in the bottom left corner. He can move 5, he's flying. You can... again, I don't know how to do it on the laptop, but I can even look at his attack. If I don't know how to do it. On it. No, I tried clicking on it, and that's what it showed. This green. For Switch, it'd be left trigger or left trigger. Anyway, doesn't matter. We might reset the turn. In fact, I'm going to reset the turn.
Okay.
So we can do that. Just kind of reset the turn. And hey, this is the thing about time travel, so that's kind of how they get that out of there. We're actually going to switch with that guy instead. So now he's going to take this damage from him. He's set on fire already, so he's going to take a damage from that and then get killed by this guy. And then he can get attacked, or he can get hurt from the thing coming out there. So that's going to be a better thing for everything. This attack was fine, though. We're happy with that. We'll push them.
Yep, that worked out well.
And now we have a choice. We can either bring our big mech down and push him and set him on fire, which would be useful for the upcoming turns, or we can move to this time pod and make sure that we collect this thing and have it. Or we could leave it be, and if we go through this entire level and it doesn't get damaged by anything, we'll get it automatically. So I'm not too worried about it at the moment. So let's go down and do this.
That is a condition, right, for a bonus?
Yeah, there'll be stuff in that time pod. It could either be a pilot, it could be a reactor core, which is something you can use to upgrade your mechs and pilots and other things. I think those are the only 2 things it could be. Oh, it could be a weapon or another ability that we can attach to our mechs. And if we get one of those, we'll see. Oh, sorry, I had to complete that move. Wait, what? What happened? Did I not? No, okay, there we go. That's what happened. Everything's fine. Set you on fire. You'll take a damage this turn. You'll take a damage this turn. You guys will basically kill each other. Actually, this one will probably live. What's the attack order? No, he'll die. That's great. Okay.
Get him out. Fuck him.
Let's watch all that happen. Fire damage. Fire damage. Fire damage.
You gotta love those.
He attacks nothing. Oh yeah. That's one of the reasons I love the flame behemoths.
Perfect.
They hurt each other. He gets killed by the block damage. We don't need to worry about him or him next turn because they're both on fire already. They're both dead, effectively. Nothing to worry about there. Let's see what to do now. So again, we don't need to worry about either of these guys. We can move... We can't get anywhere with this guy. But we can move him up. Because we at least want to get to these other spaces for the next turn. So we'll just kill him anyway. And let's move Chloe over here. And let's have her push. We can set this tile on fire and push this guy, and I think that'll break the webbing. If it doesn't break the webbing, it's also fine, but we'll do that. It didn't break. That's okay. So now we can just swap. It is. Again, we wouldn't have taken the damage anyway, but we can swap with him just to make sure we're not getting attacked at all. If it had broken the webbing, I would have moved here and swapped him, so I would have set him on fire again. But we're okay with this. That's fine. Okay, we got that green scion, so everything's got a bit more health now. Okay, we don't want that. So this is really the only guy that's bugging us. Haha, sorry. He's the only one that could do damage to this plant, and I think he would also damage the time pod if he attacked over the top of it. So we don't want either of those things to happen. We're not worried about him. He's not going to do any damage, but he does have us wrapped up, so we can't move out of that. I mean, we could free him if we need to. We're not too worried about him because he's going to shoot air, and this is the last turn, so I can just move this guy out of the way. And you also gain all your health back between battles, so we don't mind taking a little. Yeah, we don't mind taking a little damage. So if I move right on top of the pod, do what? Oh, the power grid? No, that's what is the term? Persistent. There you go. So we can move him directly on the time pod, and we'll secure it. We're happy with that. And then we can set you on fire and push you back. So this one will still do 1 damage to us, but we can tank that hit. That's okay.
Yeah, and we're wrapping up after this anyway, right?
Yeah. We don't have to do any of this, but this is just for fun. Let's set him on fire and let's push him away. So now we're free to move this guy wherever we want. And just to have some fun, we will swap with this guy. So now he hits this mountain instead, and is just completely harmless. And we'll be happy with that.
Smurf says that you need to join other friend of the show, Hybrid Glass's Discord server. And I agree. That would be a good place to hang out.
All right. Yeah, we can make that happen. And there it is. That's another perfect mission. Oh no, it wasn't a perfect. We didn't block it 3 times. I thought we blocked it.
Damn.
Guess we only did it twice. Too bad. We did save all the civilians though. That's the most important thing. And we'll see what's in this pod. It's just a reactor core. That is fine.
Oops, all reactor cores.
Okay. Let's use this thing, which means going to the upgrade menu. Do I remember how to get to the upgrade menu? It's here. That works. So these are our 3 mechs. We can get a better idea of what they do, who's piloting them. They gain experience for every enemy they kill, and they get 2 skills based on the amount of experience they get. So we'll see what those are as we grow. This guy already has his armored. He's like a main guy, so he gets 3 skills.
Because he's one of the like timeline pilots, correct?
Correct. These other 2 are kind of generic pilots. We could rename them if we wanted to. We're okay. So we can install one of these mech reactors, which means we can then spend those on any of these different things. We could even take this off if we wanted to. If we didn't want our flamethrower, which we do want our flamethrower.
What kind of monster are you?
Yeah. Or we could take off our ability to be immune to fire, which I also wouldn't recommend. I think what I'm going to do, because it's really useful, this swap mech is so useful, we want to make him move more. So we've installed our reactor here, and we can spend that reactor anywhere here that we want. We could upgrade the range of our teleporter, which is what we might do. We could upgrade our move to 5, which I think is what we're going to do.
Hey Chase, chat says that Turkish Jive is here, and Jive says that you need to have more brown on your screen.
More brown? Okay, I can fix that at some point. I can take off this black jacket and put on something brown. Let's throw it into move. Move's going to be really helpful, and we'll use that a lot. Every turn, in fact. Okay. I'm pretty pissed that we missed that star. I felt like we should have gotten that. So let's try getting these 2 stars. We'll defend these tanks. So right now, both of these tanks are inactive, but I think like on turn 3 or something, they'll activate and they can push. They can't do any damage, but they can push enemies. So that'll be something useful that we can have. Let's throw our big guy here, throw our artillery over here, and our swap mech down here. I feel like that's pretty good. The Scions also don't attack, so we don't have to worry about them too much. But they are giving everybody this health, which we don't want. There are lots of different Scions in this game. I'm kind of pissed they've only given us the one that heals everybody or gives them more energy. I don't like that.
Yeah.
This is more of a pickle because these guys are all in a line here. It's gonna be tough to do a whole lot. But we can do some stuff. But see, that extra move really helps. We can basically go anywhere with this mech now.
Damn, that does help out quite a bit. So when you say you're in a pickle, like what's got you most concerned right now?
Well, I'm concerned that we can't move our artillery guy into a spot that we can damage these guys. Like really all we can move is here, and we would damage this. But then we'd push our guy into the building. We don't want that. That'll just do damage.
Can you click on Better Johnny really quick?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that's Penny. Better Johnny, you're over here.
Could you move over behind that Vec and swap with it?
Which one?
Over in between, like right above where the behind it by the mountains. Like go back one more tile. Keep going over. Other side. Yeah, right there. Go back down.
What?
Here, I'm going to take over for a second.
Yeah.
What about right here? And then swap with that Vec.
We could do that. And we probably will end up doing that because he's armored. He's not going to do enough damage to us. We'll be okay. The problem is, I feel like I want to do something. Let me go off here. Because if I then push this guy with his attack, because I'm gonna push him. I want to attack with this one first, basically, so I can push them both and do the damage.
Yeah.
So that's something. Now he's set on fire. It's not great. I don't love that move, but that's kind of what I got to do. The tank, I don't think I can set on fire. I don't think I'm allowed to do that.
No.
I think that would hurt the tank.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk it. But that also means I can't hit my fire here and push this guy because it'll push into the tank, and we don't want that either.
This is a damned if you do, damned if you don't scenario.
Yeah, we're just kind of in a real bad spot in terms of where we can do stuff with this.
We're in a pickle. Hey, and speaking of pickles, to follow up on our Friday night stream conversation around carnival food or state fair food, I watched somebody who ate a corn dog pickle. What are your thoughts on that?
I like pickles. I don't love corn dogs, and I feel like that kind of vegetarian corn dog sounds like a real bummer. If I bit into a corn dog thinking I was going to get hot dog and got pickle instead, I'd probably be pretty bummed. So here's what I'm going to do. I can't do... I could, but I'd end up damaging this building, which I'd rather not do. I can set this tile on fire, maybe for later, and I can also push him into this mountain, which will do a little bit of damage.
Okay.
I don't mind doing a little damage. And then we can do what you said and swap that guy out, so he's not going to hurt us. So this guy's going to take a damage, and that'll be not the end of the world. And then he'll die a couple turns later. Fire.
Chat says fried pickles, yes. Specifically, Jive says that. Corn pickle,
yeah.
nah. But then
I think I'd agree with that.
Jiggy says, would you eat a Jolly Rancher on a pickle?
Jolly Rancher on a pickle? Like if you're talking like a pickle chip, and then you've got a Jolly Rancher on it? Is that how we're viewing this?
Elaborate, Jiggy. Is that what we're talking about?
Okay, this is also a mess.
Yeah.
Man, I don't love a lot of what's going on here.
Those aren't that bad.
So the good news is this guy's going to die. We're not going to take any damage because we're also not going to take any damage, but because he's on fire, he's already dead. We don't have to worry about that. These two, I'm not happy with because they're both attacking this tank.
But you're not able to
Here's
move. You can't really do any swap right now because you're tied up, right?
Right. Here's what we're gonna do, Bobby. I feel pretty okay with this. We're gonna move him here.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna move him here. Even better. And not do anything with him quite yet. And then we're gonna move this guy here. And
Patrick
then we're
just
gonna
joined up, and he is pumped we're playing this.
Hey, nice to see you, Patrick. We're gonna throw fire at our guy, but again, we're immune to fire. This doesn't hurt us. We're gonna push this guy over here into his buddy, which doesn't matter. He's gonna die before his buddy gets to attack him anyway. And then we'll push this guy back and this guy back, so neither of them will hit this tank anymore. And then we'll also move that tank out of harm's way, which is a useful bonus.
Damn, that was a hot move there. Literally. You see what
And
I did?
I did see what you
Hot
did.
move because of fire.
You're very smart.
Thank you.
We're all very proud. And now he's free to move wherever he wants to. And I think we'll just block that.
This is Patrick's first time seeing the game, by the way, Chase.
Is it really? Yeah. Well, that's happy to have you in here, Patrick. We've kind of explained some of the stuff already, so I won't bore the rest of the chat with that. But you can kind of watch along and see what we're doing. But because we saved this person, Penny, I gotta remember their names. Since we saved Penny's attack, we can use that now.
Ooh, nice.
And we can set that Vec on fire and do some damage by pushing it into that mountain. So I think we're okay with that. Now nobody's getting attacked. Everything's fine. We'll have to deal with that bug guy next turn. We still have to deal with this Scion. This guy's got a lot of life in him. That guy we're not too worried about right now. But I think that's a pretty decent turn. So we'll go with that. We didn't use our swap, but I don't think we need to. Feel alright with that.
Chat, you're in a bit of rarefied air with P Brown down there. So P Brown was Patrick's one of the original members of the Casual Hour. He does the music for our show, our theme music that we have on our podcast and that we play leading into the episodes. He is a very good dude, friend of the show in and outside, streams as well. Definitely want to check him out. Very, very good people.
All right, we've got some good news.
We like
this guy's dying. This guy's dying this turn. We don't need to worry about his attack. We can use these tanks now. They're online, so we can move these tanks, and they have a push ability, so we can use them to push some stuff around. We can do that right here. We can move him down, and we can have him push. They don't do any damage, but again, that's useful enough. That'll work. And we can have this guy push those guys. So that's all right. Then we can move him up here and push him back. He's set on fire though, so he's going to die before he gets to block that spawning, unfortunately. But that's okay. And then I think what we'll do is what do we want to do? I think
is the Scion on fire, right? So they're gonna die.
He's gonna die the next turn. He's not gonna get to block that spawning Vec, unfortunately. Here's what we're gonna do. We don't have enough health with him to be able to stop this attack and block the Vec. We can repair, but even then, we're not going to have enough healing. So, instead, I'm going to move here and swap with him, so now he's no longer a problem.
Good move.
But then the question is, what do I want to do? And
well,
I think...
Could you move
so
down?
I could just move her here and call it a day and block that Vec and be happy. I could move her back here and shoot her fire here, which would push him into our Scion, and he'd take a damage, and then our Scion would be dead, which means anybody with that 1 extra health that he's got would also die. But I think it's probably better to just block the enemy. Now the question is, even if we did that, is there any point to shooting fire at anything? We could hit it here, but it wouldn't really do anything. Push our mechs around a bit. Or we could shoot it here and move our fly guy down a little bit, but I don't think that really helps us either. I don't know. Let's just set another tile on fire. I like setting stuff on fire. Here's also something we can't do it this turn, but you can set the buildings on fire, and it doesn't hurt them. Which is...
What's the purpose of that?
There's no real purpose. I mean, what I could have done if our fly guy was still in this spot where he was at the beginning, I could have shot my flame here with my artillery and would have pushed him back because it still does the push. So it would have protected that city, and then it wouldn't have hurt the city for some reason. But we might have a reason to do that later. Okay. That was still a pretty good turn.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, where we're at, knowing that this has been the most tangled up we've been.
Okay, this doesn't seem too bad. We can... Oh, the tank can't get around because that's a water tile. We need to move this guy down here.
Could you
or kill him.
You can move Better Johnny, right?
Yep, I could totally move him down there. Probably what we'll end up doing. Yeah. Yep, I think that's what we want to do. So we'll swap with you. He's going to attack this mountain, so he's fine. He's attacking air right now. Nothing to see there. Yeah. Okay. Let's have some more fun. Let's push you into your friend.
Nice.
Let's move down here. Set you on fire.
That should be it for that one. Oh shit! They're gonna damage. No, they won't.
So
turn order.
Here's the question. Yeah, it's what the turn order is. I might have screwed myself. Just I did screw myself. So we'll reset that turn. We don't need to take that damage.
Hang on a second. Oh, I guess. Never mind.
Yeah. It would have been silly. We don't need to do this at all. All we have to do is this over here. Swap, and then we can go down here. This is better. We set him on fire, and then we move Penny, and we kill him.
Okay.
So now he attacks this mountain, he attacks air, and we're done. Oh, we did have these tanks. We could have done more with these tanks, I guess. Here.
Because that's a push, right?
Yay, we did something with the tank.
Okay.
And we don't need to use that tank. So mountains only take 2 hits. So if we needed to, now we could move on that tile. If we destroyed more mountain.
Another solid-ass victory.
Another thing we could do sometime. So now once we've done enough stuff on the island, like we have done... Oh, sorry, we need to do one more before they'll actually finish. And we get to go back to the corporate HQ. So, Bobby, I'll let you pick. Do we do Antiquity Row, or do we do the Accord Repository? I don't want to do this one. I don't think we're going to have the power to destroy the dam.
All right.
Antiquity Row.
The artillery support, protect the coal plant. What's the other objectives?
Or don't kill the volatile Vec and protect the emergency batteries. This is a false choice, Bobby. We're not doing this one because when we set stuff on fire, it's too easy to kill the volatile
Yeah, I was
mech.
gonna say like we don't want to do that one.
Like it's hard. It's hard when you just passively set stuff on fire. And this one's more fun anyway because we get the little fun artillery guy. Okay. We'll put him here, so he's got move down here, and then he can also move up a row here if we need to, and then we'll move there. That's fine. Call that good. Let's see what we got.
Not bad.
Okay. See you, game. Let's use our artillery guy. He can do some damage. Dead. Like that. Can move Chloe here, and we can push both these guys. Now we can move Better Johnny here and swap with that. Yep. And then... Nope, that was bad. That was a bad move. We're gonna have to reset. We're gonna have to lose our reset early. Because I could only push him and set him on fire one, and he'd still get an attack. Yep, I was hasty. That was hasty. I think maybe instead we use our artillery guy here.
That makes sense. Move some out.
We'd get him out of the way. Then we'd have to use Chloe.
Can Chloe get to the Vec down the bottom left?
Yes, we could move her here, and we could shoot her fire here.
Okay.
And push him over. We could do that. We could go back to our plan that we had before and set him on fire again and push him back. And then we could free up Better Johnny to move and swap them here. I kind of like doing that better because then we keep this guy further inside the map and less out here. Because I feel like the next turn he might come over to one of these two and try to attack from that area, and we'd have very little way of getting him there.
Can we just take a quick second to recognize how much better Johnny is than Johnny?
Oh, absolutely. Like we'd be dead if we were real Johnny right now.
Yeah, if this was like regular tired Johnny.
Yeah.
No.
I'm glad we changed the name. It made so much sense. Okay, let's go with that plan. We'll kill that Vec. We'll do the push. We can move you, swap, and then we can still set you on fire. And now you're getting hit by your friend. That was a better turn. That's a better idea.
Yeah.
Okay,
Better
well
Johnny
that's
knows.
interesting.
What happened?
Well, we're targeted twice over here, and we're wrapped up, so we can't just move him. I think we'll be fine. We can move Chloe over here, push them both, and we'll push him onto that
And you'll block that
pile.
That's cool.
So that's pretty good.
Yep, feels good.
This guy's gonna die. We don't worry about him.
And your artillery can't fire that close, right?
Nope.
Okay.
So I'm not really we're not going to take any damage this turn. Worry about how we plan this out for the future. I think, man, it's a tough call. Because I want to either put Better Johnny on this side or this side and swap him. Either one doesn't really matter. I did mention last turn I don't like him being on this outside because I think it limits us on where we can put him. But I also don't like putting him here where there's just a bunch of buildings where he's close to. I also am not getting hit by this guy, but he's got a lot of health for the next turn that we're kind of worried about. Let's keep him over here. That's fine. Let's set some stuff on fire. You can't set everything on fire, but forest tiles you could set on fire. That just protects that a little bit in case one of the enemies wanted to run into it. And then let's use Penny to push this guy and also set him on fire, just so we've got some more fire going for the next turn. I think that'll be
a nice spread of fire.
Yeah. There is an achievement we can get for setting 12 tiles on fire in a single battle.
Oh shit.
Yeah. For that, we'd probably need an upgrade that we don't have yet, but it's something we can shoot for.
Jiggy said in Beavis's voice,
Ooh.
fire.
Yikes. So now he's getting targeted 3 times. And we're also wrapped up.
Once, twice, 3 times a lady.
It's true. We can use the same trick here. We can just
Do you ever feel
push
like
them
you're
all.
cheating with this?
No. The game gives us so much stuff.
Yeah.
Like because it shows what every enemy's going to do the next turn. It is giving you all this stuff for free. So on one hand, yes, it's like cheating, but because the game knows this already, knows the information that it's giving you, it doesn't mind making the choices harder, because then you have to deal with them more. We can't move this artillery. We could move...
You'd be taking a hit, right?
Yeah, but I have the armor. I'm not worried about it. I can tank that hit.
Or you can just go up 1.
I could move him here and swap him here, but again, I don't know if I want him in this spot. I think it'd be better if he was closer to the middle, where I've got more mechs closer to him where I can do stuff. I think that's what we want instead. And then we're gonna have a little bit more fun. We'll just take out both those guys. Now we don't have to worry about any of them.
Damn, that felt good. That was nice.
Yeah. Yep. And then nothing we can do with our artillery. We're still going to have to fight for Vec this next turn, because we didn't block either of these spawn points. Ah, God, it's another green Scion!
Yep, not good.
I just want to show people what the other Scions do.
The green ones dislike us too much.
I guess so. Alright, nothing here seems too bad. It's just how we want to settle these.
Chase, you're going to be a little jealous. I had some of your favorite food tonight before the stream.
Oh yeah?
Had some Gus's.
Ooh, I actually had Gus's on Friday, so I'm...
So damn good.
It's a very good place. Let's swap here. Now he's hitting air. We can push him away. Actually, yeah, we can push him away. We're not worried about the sun. Oop, did I not do my attack? Come on. There we go. We can kill him. Not worried about that. They leveled up. We'll see what that means next turn. And
you care for the Scion?
Oh. I don't care about the Scion. It's the last turn. I'm not going to be able to do enough damage. I screwed up though.
Because we got that Vec down there. That's going to hit the coal plant.
Well, I've got another move here. The problem is my plan was to do this and push him away, but now I'm going to push that guy into the building.
And you can't swap with Better Johnny?
No, I've already done that move, unfortunately. So here's what you're going to see. So you see, it's going to make that hit, but you see on the top of the screen there, it says grid defense 15%.
Yeah, that's gonna go down.
That means we have a 15% chance to resist that damage. Our buildings might not take that damage. It's one of the only elements of randomness in this game, and it's randomness that only is in our favor, which I think is the good kind of randomness for a game like this. But yeah, that's what we got to do, unfortunately.
Jiggy said that they made too much chick parm tonight. They got to give away some to the family.
Ooh, I'll be right over.
Some chicken parm.
Yeah, I mean it's not that far to Boston, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we take damage. We took damage.
Took damage.
That's unfortunate. Only a little bit though. We lost one building. Not the end of the world. Just the end of the building.
This should activate the next, like,
well,
the
it's
actual
over now.
Boss stuff.
Yeah. We'll get to the end of this island. We lost our perfect run.
Yeah, damn.
Sorry, Bobby. We did get both the objectives though. That's good. 2 mech HP. That's good. It's always useful.
Got some seismic shit going on here.
Yeah, so we've just totally lost these 3 places. We can't go protect them anymore. We have to go to the corporate HQ, or we'll have to destroy the Firefly leader and protect the corporate tower. So he's got a lot of health, as you can see, and hey, it's our best friend, the Green Scion.
And that green scion's giving him even more health, right?
Yep, he's giving him an extra health. This guy too. So we've got to protect this corporate building, and we need to kill that thing.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's put you a little more centrally located. We're not too worried about this Vec, but we also don't love it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put my swapper there instead, and I'm gonna move this guy here. I think I like that. I've got a potential plan with this guy. We'll see if it works out. We'll see if the AI is too smart for us.
P. Brown, thanks for swinging through. Let's catch up soon.
Yeah, thanks, Patrick. Let's go watch some wrestling.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, in November. All right. This guy has, if we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, this guy has fallen into our trap card.
Oh, damn.
We can inspect this unit. Like, look at this boy. Hold down left control while hovering over them. That's useful. There we go. That's what we're looking for. So this guy moves 3. He's big. Oh, damn it. We can't. He's massive. That's our problem. Damn it. I'm not gonna be able to do my thing anymore.
Yeah.
It was a brilliant idea, but it's gonna kind of work. So here's what I'm gonna do. In some of these, like any Vec that is doesn't fly, like these other 2 unfortunately fly. If you put them in water, they just die. The big ones, though, they can float, but if you put them in water, they do cancel their attack. So it is still useful to do this. It's still useful.
Yeah.
He's not going to attack anymore, but I need to kill this guy, and so far I'm not doing any damage to him, and that's not the best.
Not ideal.
No. Let's set you on fire. And let's bring Penny down, do 2 damage, and then you'll die the next turn, so you won't get to do that attack.
Yep, fair.
Not the best. We don't take damage, but again, we're trying to kill this thing, and we didn't take out this thing that's giving it more health or do any actual damage to it. Neither of those things are very good. We'll maybe next turn. Maybe next turn. That's bad.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's also bad. This sucks.
Yeah, this is a not great situation you're in. Did you go up?
So I can move her here or here, wherever, and push this guy. Yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I can do that. I can push him, get him out of the way.
You don't get a reset on this one, right?
I have a reset, yeah. I just haven't done anything to earn the reset yet.
Okay.
I have to actually make a move first. So I can push him, get him out of the way. I can now bring Penny up. Push him. Oh, actually, that's going to work out real nice. Now he's going to kill his own Scion. That'll work. And then I really wish I could move him and put this other guy on one of these tiles. But he's got us wrapped up, so we've just got to swap with him. We don't have to swap with him, but probably useful to swap with him.
It's nice we're going to get that Scion taken out here.
Yeah. Could be better. We could have done that better. We're gonna have a lot of enemies next turn. 5 guys on the field.
It's a lot.
Okay, the good news is all these idiots are just attacking us. So we can swap. There, and now they can all attack each other. That's fine. We can do this, and we can push them both.
It's a good move.
And then you're already on fire. He does have a lot of health, though. Part of me wants to
into the water.
Yeah, I don't know if I put him into the water, he might lose fire. We'll see. I was also thinking about pushing this guy into this fire. I guess I could push him anywhere, because he'd get set on fire with my attack. But yeah, if I do this to an enemy who's already on fire, he loses 2 health. And we need to do this damage, or we're not going to get that star.
Yeah.
So he lost his fire status. That also sucks. But I think we'll be. He's not going to attack, and he's more hurt. So it's useful. But now we've just got even more stuff to deal with the next turn. These are bad.
Yeah, that was rough.
It's a lot of stuff. The good news is nobody's attacking our corporate tower.
Yep.
So we're gonna be fine there. We do have more health on this one, so we can tank quite a few hits. You're only doing 1 damage. You're only doing 1 damage. You're doing 4 though.
That would be.
So we don't want that.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. This is going to be brilliant, Bobby. Watch this.
Okay.
We're going to set him on fire. We're going to push our guy so it does a little bit of damage. That's okay. Then we can do 2 damage to you like that, and he'll die next turn, so he's not going to hurt us anymore. These guys are only going to do 2 damage total, so we'll tank that, and that'll be fine. And we move this guy over here, say hi to your friend, and we'll call that a day.
Beautiful.
It's called tactics. Love it when a plan comes together.
Man, hell yeah.
We left a lot of dudes out there, but we did what we needed to do.
You did the main thing.
So now we can spend our reputation, which is these stars that we got here. And we can get that on passive stuff. Buildings gain a shield after taking damage. We don't want them to take damage at all, so we hope we don't use that. Freezing myself and nearby tiles. We're a fire team. I don't know if that's the most useful thing for us. We can just heal all of our mechs. That seems pretty useful.
Healing's always good.
We don't really need this. We've got some pushing and pulling that we can do with our artillery already. I think what we're just going to do is buy reactor cores. We could also overpower our grid. So we've got a full grid here. So any extra we do will bump this 15% up by 2%, I think. So we can bump it up a little bit. We can bump it up 6 times if we wanted to. But I think these reactor cores are going to make more use for us.
Okay.
So we'll take those, and we'll call it a day. We'll leave this island. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you can just visit the islands in any order now. I thought you always had to do this island first, but let's see about upgrading some guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
We could upgrade the range of our flamethrower. So we could shoot this from 2 tiles away, spread more fire. That would be a way of getting those 12 tiles that we're looking for. We could upgrade our range of our teleporter. So now we could do it from 2 spaces away.
That seems pretty useful.
Yeah, we don't have enough to make a 3 space, unfortunately. Actually, no, we do. We could upgrade it by 2. If we had all of them, we could up 4 or 3. I mean, so that's nice. Potential. And then our artillery backburn would light the tile behind us fire when we shoot our big artillery.
So you'd be doing damage behind as well as in front?
It wouldn't do damage, but if we set something on fire, I don't like this because our artillery is going to stay in the back most of the time, so I don't think that's really going to be that useful. Right. If we had a 3rd reactor core right now, I might consider doing this just to have something that does a bunch of damage. But I think we're okay. I think what we might do is upgrade the range on our flamethrower, and then upgrade the move. I don't know. I feel like maybe we move okay with our artillery. We don't need him to move too much. Maybe we more move our big flame mech. Yeah, let's do that. Let's throw some move on him. So now he can go around lots of places. And make that work. Let's go to the next island.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, how you feeling? How you holding up?
I'm feeling great. What time is it? We got time. Let's run through this island relatively quickly and then call it.
Okay. Let's see here. Jiggy says, I once overwrote my crew when I first played Into the Breach after playing it for 5 hours.
Ooh,
that would suck.
That sucks. We don't want to do this one again, Volatile Vec, and that'd be trouble. We could. This one's going to be harder, high threat, but we would get 2 stars, and
the robotics lab.
We'd get an extra reactor core out of doing this.
It's pretty good.
Defending the train is tough. It is tough, but that's probably what we'll end up doing. Killing 7 enemies. Yeah, let's you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's have some fun. Let's try to defend this train.
Welcome back to the show, Vankman.
Yeah, so this train's going to move up 2 spaces each turn. So we've got to protect it by making sure nothing's in front of the train. The train also doesn't care about being set on fire, which is nice.
Who doesn't?
We've got a couple new enemy types here. We'll learn more about them as we go. We also have these desert tiles, these sand tiles that can turn into smoke if they get attacked, and we can see what that is here in a bit. But let's put our flame mech here. Let's put him here. Put our artillery back just a little bit, and let's put our guy here.
Smart.
I think
smart.
that'll work. I think that'll work. Okay. Okay, so we got some kind of bad stuff going here. We need to move this guy because the train's gonna get him, and we don't want to lose the train.
Yeah, that's part of it, right? Defend the train, you get 2 stars.
Right. And if we lose the train at all, we lose both the stars. We don't want that. Our swap mech is useless here. We need, because then our swap mech would be in the way, so we can't use him there. This guy charges, as you can see. He's going to run into that building, and that's not great. We don't want that. And then this guy's wrapped up, so nothing
This
much
is
we can
not
do with
great.
him. It's not awesome. I don't love it.
Hey, what's the attack order?
Yeah, we can look at that.
Okay, he's going first. I was going to say, you
he's
could
gonna
potentially
charge.
swap with if you go down to the right of the beetle,
Yeah.
but since he's going first, that's not going to do any good.
He's only doing 1 damage, though, so if I could just get in front of him if I needed to.
Well, I was going to say, what's the scorpion's damage going to be on Penny? 3?
3.
Yeah, shit.
Significant.
Yeah.
I think maybe what we want to do is...
I thought that you could hit or take 1 hit with Better Johnny.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, well, I mean, that would take care of that from the beetle, right?
Yeah.
That protects the building. Then you could... but shit, you want to get your... I guess, could Penny push back the scorpion and be safe?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm not worried about Penny. She can, like,
And then
that's
could you use
probably what we're
Chloe
going
to take out the Vec on the track?
Can't take him out, but we can push him, at least. Yeah, we could move her back and push.
If I was
Push him.
driving, which I'm not, I would
Yeah.
have Better Johnny take the hit from the beetle, have Penny push back the Vec, and I would move Chloe over to to push back the Vec from being in the train's path.
I generally agree with you. I'm gonna make one, I think I might make 1 adjustment, but yeah, I like Penny doing that. I like Chloe doing that.
And then that takes care of your move there as well.
And then I actually like putting him. This is the one change I'm gonna let this guy run all the way here, and then I'm gonna let his friend shoot him in the back.
And he'll block that from coming up too, right?
No, because he's gonna move this turn.
Okay.
This space is gonna be open again. But yeah, it almost looked much better than it is, but it'll be a fine turn.
Okay.
So now this space is smoked. We can see if that gets useful. Smoke is like water, in that it will. Okay, hey, we got a new scion here. Great. Smoke is useful in a similar way to water, that it'll cancel an enemy's attack if they get caught in smoke. So that could be useful.
Yeah.
Okay, so this orange scion sucks. I'd say he might be worse than the health one. All other Vec that die explode on death, and that can be an issue.
Chase,
It's not good. Yeah,
I'm gonna take a bathroom break really quick. Are you good to keep
go
going?
for it. Yeah, I can handle this.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, so chat, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move this guy, Better Johnny, and then put him in the attack path of this boy here. So now he's gonna die to that. But maybe I didn't want to do that in that turn order. Yeah, this might not work as well as I thought. We might be in a bad spot. We might be in a worse spot than I thought. We could move Chloe here, and we could push. No, that's not really that useful. We're wrapped up here with Penny, so we're gonna have to push him back. I don't mind the building taking a little bit of damage. 2 is a lot, but I'd like to get rid of this Vec here that's attacking our train. Does the train move first? What's the order here? No, the train moves last, of course. We might want to reset our turn. Maybe we don't want to put this scion in harm's way. Need to use somebody else. do that first. Yeah, let's reset our turn. Can't hurt. We might end up making the same move, but we don't. This is a tough move. Like, we've got six enemies on the field. It's a lot of enemies.
All right, I was listening in. Sounds like we had to do a reset.
Yeah, it's not a good scene here.
We were worried about the train going last, from what I was hearing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can protect the train. I'm not too worried about getting the objectives done. Now I'm worried that we're gonna do too much damage to our buildings. We can help it a little bit.
Yeah.
So now he's on fire. We can move him. He's still gonna hit a building. Actually, we don't have to do that. We can undo that move. He's not going to do enough damage. We can just move front. That's better. So we're only going to take this damage here on that building because we've got to move. We got to hit him. Penny. That's about as good as we can get.
We have a chance to not take damage.
We have a 15% chance not to take damage. That's true. So we'll see. You'll take a damage from this guy. You'll be fine. Scion's still here.
Okay.
It's not the worst, but we still didn't kill anything. We're gonna have a lot of stuff to deal with next turn too. Yeah.
Okay. We're only tangled up once, right?
We're not tangled up at all.
Okay. Must have misread that.
We were last turn, but not this turn. We're not worried about this guy at all. He's fine.
You could use Better Johnny to swap with the beetle. Take some fire damage.
We could. We could move him. Well,
Is your train?
what's the turn order? Oh god, he attacks late. Probably. I mean, I'd love to move Penny up here and just hit him with fire. Problem is this Vec means he's going to explode and kill our train.
That's not good.
No. We could artillery this tile, push him into our guy, and kill this thing. Then we could do that. We still would need to deal with this guy at some point.
Man, this is tough.
I think that's what we do. We're gonna lose another building, but I think that's what just has to happen.
Okay.
We push this guy. He's dead, so now nobody explodes anymore. Then we go up here, we kill him. And then we... we're gonna have to take 2 building damage, aren't we? Yeah. Because I don't think there's a move where we don't get this guy hurt. Or this guy doesn't hurt our building. Because we can't have him hit the train. So we can either swap him here, and he'll attack first and then get killed. Or we can swap him here, and the same thing happens. But those are our options.
Yeah, I think it's like 6 one way, half dozen the other.
Yeah. But so we'll take 2 building damage. Maybe that 15% will hit, but we'll get the objectives done, and that's the important thing. Hey!
Look at that.
15%, might as well be 100. Not so much there.
Not so much there.
If only could have gone before your friend.
And the train's safe, right?
Train's safe. It doesn't mind driving through a little fire. So we got stuff. That's pretty important. Let's use one of those, maybe. We might use it to upgrade our teleporter, I think. I think that's the play. Yeah, I think that's the play.
That looked like a very compelling ability.
Yeah, it gives us a few more options. We're gonna want some power grid back. So do we want to try killing 7 enemies, which I think is going to be really hard for this?
Do that one. Lightning point.
We'll just do this one.
Yep.
We'll have shields on. This is like a baby mission, but it'll go fine. It'll go nice. We've got some shields on our buildings here. Put these guys around there. This one shouldn't be too bad. He's not even attacking.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this guy. What a wimp.
4 turns of this protecting should be good.
What are you doing? Let's push you. And then swap you. And then push you.
A little bit of smoke on the field.
Well, smoke. That's one of the cool things about the Rusting Hulks, is they're all about just putting smoke down. Yeah. But their smoke is better because it is electric smoke.
Yep.
Which is quite useful.
Jiggy, since you've played this game, what was your go-to squad?
I like this music for the desert spot specifically. All right,
good.
Yellow Scion's back. Okay, so I think he's gonna die. Nope, he's at full health. Okay, we do have that one building shielded, so I don't mind that taking a hit for now. But does he just attacks that far one. So we could actually lose both of the shields by pushing him. Or can we go further? No, we can't go any further. If we moved here, if we were able to move here, we could set this building on fire. Actually push him back the other way, but I don't think we have that option.
I don't think we do.
So let's do that instead. Okay.
Just like vibing out to this music, it's so good. Did Ben do the music for this one too? Do we know?
Ben Prunty? Yes, yeah. I believe he did.
Man, I haven't told you this, Chase, but I fired up. Been talking about doing it for a while, but I fired up Subnautica Below Zero, and he does the music for that. It is so fucking good. That soundtrack is so good.
I believe it.
Have you had a chance to listen to the Unbeatable soundtrack?
I have, yeah. I listened to it a lot last night.
It's good.
Sounds good. Good stuff. All right, well, that's that. Needed every one of those shields.
They definitely saved our ass.
Yeah, let's do the seismic activity. That's
really good OST on Into the Breach. Yes, Jiggy, absolutely. Jiggy, there's a game that came out. Well, they have like I guess it's a demo, essentially a demo that came out a few days ago. It's called Unbeatable, white label. I think you should definitely check that game out. It's being kickstarted, or it was kickstarted. We attempted to do a quick look on it, but my audio was fucked up. You should check out the music and style of that. It's very, very good. How you feeling, Chase?
fine. I'm gonna take some damage. I guess I'm not, because he's armored. We also got that pods, so that feels pretty decent. And then we'll block that Vec there. That's okay. Oh, I guess we should just set another tile on fire. Or 2 tiles on fire.
To try and get that achievement?
Yeah, also just because something might run into it later. But always good to have some extra fire down, damage down.
Yeah.
Bye, Johnny. Thanks for hanging out.
Later, Johnny.
Okay, we got the yellow one back out. Got a lot of stuff being targeted. Okay, I got some ideas. I got some ideas here.
Do you think that you were just playing, like, better Johnny was just doing too good for regular Johnny?
Probably. He was probably a little jealous.
Yeah, I get it.
Here's another mechanic in this game that I love. Push his ass.
Oh, damn.
You know how much we love pushing people's asses.
Push his ass.
Yeah, that's like water in that you can just push them right in and say goodbye.
Did we lose the? Oh, we got the pod. Okay.
Yeah, we grabbed that. Okay. I don't like him. He's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a good way of moving him either.
This is not good for that beetle.
Yeah, there's not really a good place I can put him. He's got too much health to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to take a building damage here.
Potentially. And Chase, we should, if we can,
we don't have to.
We should look at wrapping up after this.
Okay.
Here. I've lost a little bit of track of time, and I've got a very early morning with work. Earlier than normally on Tuesdays, which is a bummer. And I know...
Okay. We didn't have to take that damage, so we're good.
Okay.
Oh, he pushes! Oh, that sucks! I didn't know that he pushed!
I didn't know that
That's
either.
lame. That's very lame.
That's a bummer.
I'm gonna make him pay for that. I'm gonna make him pay for that. Oh, you... I might not even be able to make him pay for it.
Oh, really?
It's too...
This is not good.
No. I thought I was just going to be able to swap him into the water, but I'm wrapped up now. I mean... I don't think I have a way to stop everything. I can swap him.
Yeah.
No, I can stop everything, I think.
Okay.
I've got to swap first. So if I swap first, then I'm free. Then I can push him into me. He's going to do 3 damage. We can tank that. He'll get hit by him. That's fine. Oh, he pushes again. He's going to push again. Damn it. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. We're fine. He's going to push his friend. Like, right there. But, we protected the pod. We'll get the bonuses. Fine.
Ooh.
Not a great way to end.
I know,
unfortunately.
Man.
But we'll take it. We did get promoted. Got a pod. It's a new pilot.
Nice.
He gains us an extra reset every battle. Super nice. And we got a core. 2 mech HP. So before we leave, the 2 mech HP we don't really need on this guy, so we can just throw our new pilot in. Right? Do I have to drag him? Is that how that works? Yeah. Drag our new friend Isaac. He'll be good. We've
Could
got...
they replace Chloe?
Yes, yeah. Chloe, who was doing fine, but we'll be all right.
Yeah.
And he also has the +2 health bonus, so it's like we didn't lose anything at all. We can give you a core. Actually, we don't need a core. Let's give Better Johnny a core and up his. Now he can tank even more stuff for us. I think that'll be good. And we can end it there. I think we can save, right?
You can save and quit.
Save and quit.
Awesome.
Oh, quit the whole thing. Sorry, showing your
No, you're not.
desktop.
That's
there.
good. Let me see if I can pull up our credits here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to flip my camera on.
No. Nobody can see it now that you
get back up. Hang on.
Oh, sorry. It's like, let me exit Parsec. And it's like, oh wait, you're using. Can't do that.
Can't do that. Hang on. I'm gonna adjust this really quick because I'm weird about that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Chase, we're both on the credit stream, and I gotta say, you did pretty damn good tonight.
I love this game. I usually end up playing this game easy just because I like I like moving stuff around. The challenge is fun too. They're fun. fun about playing this hard, but I also just really enjoy moving my mechs around and playing the game and going for more of the challenge of the achievements than the challenge of the game.
Yeah.
So like I like, hey, I've got to tinker around here and try to find a way to get all 12 tiles on fire at once, where I'm not too worried about can I finish the level, it's can I finish it in the correct way. I find that to be a little bit more puzzly fun than worrying about the game, than a game over happening.
No, and I'm glad this worked out. Like, we've been trying to figure out how to do shit for a while. I think you driving, playing through it, I was learning a lot, trying to figure out what you were doing there with it. So that worked out great. I'm really thrilled with how this played out, and it was cool to see Into the Breach again, because I think that's a game that...
It's a game you didn't love. I mean, you liked it, but you didn't love it when it came out that year. But that's also because you just weren't that into these kinds of games.
Man.
Yes. But I think a game like Hades really opened up that world for you.
Hades did. Hades was kind of the catalyst for me.
And then you've played some other games. We've played Fights in Tight Spaces and some other turn-based things. Fae Tactics for you, one that you enjoyed a lot. But you never came back really to Into the Breach, so I think it's nice that we're able to come back, see that, and now you might have a better appreciation for what a game like. And that's cool.
Here's a cool thing.
I'm excited about it.
So as we mentioned this morning on Twitter, we're not going to have a Friday stream this week. I am going to be out of town. My in-laws are moving, so we're getting them all set up for that. So I'm going to be out of town this week, taking care of that. Friday night,
Johnny and I are going to record something, but we won't be streaming that. But we'll have something to put up at some point.
Yeah, so you two will be hanging out, making some content that we'll put out outside of streams. But since I'm traveling, I'll have my Switch with me, and I think I'm going to go back and play a little bit of this on the go. So let's talk about the rest of the week, though. So we've got Wednesday night is going to be a deep dive with Johnny, and it's going to be a pretty interesting one. He's got things lined up for it, so we're looking forward to that. We did post this morning a quick look for a game called Red Ronin, which I think if you're into what we're doing here tonight, you're probably going to be into a little bit of what Red Ronin's doing as well. They're not the exact same thing by any stretch, but your brain might work the same way to a degree. And that's
some turn-based strategy where you know what enemies are the next turn. There's definitely some DNA that's being shared.
It's only like $7.99 to begin with, but it's 20% off right now as well. So check out our quick look on YouTube, and then go back and pick that game up. Super small team making it out of Brazil. Really, really cool game for sure. And that came as a recommendation from the developer of Fights in Tight Spaces when we had him on. A lot of cool shit all bubbled up there. So that's out on our YouTube page right now. We'll probably have another quick look go up near Thursday. And then Friday, Chase and Johnny are going to be making some new shit. But this weekend, if you went back and listened to our monthly preview episode, there's some big games coming out on Friday. We've got Mass Effect Legendary Collection, Subnautica Below Zero came out. A game actually came out today that I picked. I hadn't told you this, Chase. I picked up Hood, and I played a little bit of that last night. Yeah, it's
nice.
A game that you need to have friends for. But I think there's some cool stuff happening for sure. So we've got a lot of good stuff happening here in the Casual Hour. Definitely check us out. Podcasts everywhere. Chase, you're doing some. Let me put some links up here in chat. You're doing some cool shit too. Here's our
we're still working on it. Gamers on the Go in the background. We're still playing through a game, and once we both finish that, we'll do a show on that. And then I'm also doing another thing on the side where I'm playing through Super Robot Wars X again. This time, the internet can watch me do it. And that's been kind of fun. I think there are 3 or 4 parts out right now, but I've got like 9 parts recorded already. So those are going out twice a week. One on Wednesday nights at 7:30, right as we start our podcast, Casual Hour podcast, and then Saturdays at noon. So you can watch those when those go up there, and I'll tweet about those.
And I got to watch a little bit of it, and I think that you're doing some cool shit with that as well. So definitely,
you got to join one of those recordings. That one's not out yet. It won't be out until later in the month because of the way the parts work. Still excited for that, and then also for this show next week, as we've teased for a few weeks now, we're to start a new game. We're going to start the Banner Saga, and that'll be fun. Well, Bobby's going to drive, and because I don't think it really matters who's driving for that one.
Yeah,
and we'll get to make some fun and depressing decisions, and I hope you guys will join us. And who knows, maybe if we need a break from the depression that's going to lead to us, we can come back and pick up our Into the Breach save.
Yeah, we got that lined up, ready to go.
Or play something else. I know Fights in Tight Spaces got an update recently. Has the new deck, the drafting capabilities, so maybe we can go back and draft some decks. I know Hard Space Shipbreaker got an update that you were mentioning, and that might be fun to watch you play a little bit more of that.
Almost a flawless dismantling of a javelin last night.
Ooh,
like almost had it, and that's the big cylinder one. So yeah, that game's so good. That game's so good.
Nice. Well, lots of cool stuff potentially on the horizon. But yes, next Monday we'll start our Banner Saga. Maybe that's what we call this.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
I like that. That's good.
And we'll have a lot of fun if you guys join
us. Chase, thanks again for everything. Chat, thanks for hanging out with us, making this show a ton of fun. And we'll see you all 7:30 p.m. Central Wednesday night here on the Casual Hour for a deep dive. Take care.